Archangel Michael says, there has been something written long ago, sealed under silence, protected under spiritual lock and key. A legal document with your name, soaked in divine timing, has been kept from you, not by accident, but by the orchestration of jealous hearts. Today, it begins to unfold, because heaven has declared, no more delay. You were never meant to be left out. But someone went to great lengths to keep your inheritance hidden, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. What was meant for you was buried beneath lies, deceit, and dusty shelves of forgotten authority. This isn't a regular message, it's a spiritual disclosure. An awakening of divine truth that was signed and sealed with divine favor before you were ever betrayed. Someone in your family knew the truth about your portion and still walked past you as if you were invisible. The air around you is changing because the truth is no longer buried. The sealed envelope with your name on it has now reached a person of power who intends to unlock it. But the moment they read your name, their hands trembled, because they know unlocking it means many things will crumble. Type Amen to get blessing 333. An estate, land, or something even more precious was written with your name on it, long ago, even before your enemies tried to erase it. And now the will has surfaced in a strange location, not in a lawyer's office, but in a locked drawer someone forgot they even had. The key to your justice is already turning in the lock. Archangel Michael says, forces tried to delay this moment because they knew your restoration would come like a wave. One woman in particular placed herself between you and the truth, but heaven has pulled her away from that position. She cannot block it anymore. A man connected to your family had this knowledge all along. He knew what your name was written into, but he was offered something in return for his silence. He thought by hiding the will, he could remove your portion from history. But God never allowed that to stand. Your name in that hidden will is not only restoring finances, it's restoring dignity, spiritual honor, and recognition that was stolen from you. You are about to be addressed differently by the same people who tried to erase you. And that moment will arrive sooner than you expect. Type Amen to get blessing 711. Silence created pain, but now the truth will release you. The house involved, the land involved, the power behind the inheritance, none of it belongs to the ones currently holding it. You were supposed to receive it years ago. And now, even without you asking, the shift is beginning. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The lawyer who found the will wasn't even looking for it. He was sent by divine nudge to clear out old files in an office that was about to be shut down. And in that silence, under fading papers, your name glowed in spiritual fire. He tried to contact the last known number linked to the will, but it failed. So, by divine alignment, he was redirected towards someone who knows you, and that person will be the bridge to your new beginning. Get ready. You might feel tired from all the spiritual waiting, but the heavens never sleep on justice. The forces that blocked your truth are now trembling. A reversal is underway, and your name is now moving from shadows to spotlight. There's an older woman who feared this moment. She knew the day would come when her silence would cost her. She's been praying you never find out, but it's too late. Type Amen to get blessing 999. You are being restored in a way that cannot be reversed. The words in that will don't just assign property, they assign legacy. And you, child of light, are about to walk into rooms that your name was always destined to govern. Archangel Michael says, the moment your name is spoken in front of the remaining parties, a silence will fall. Not because they are surprised, but because they were hoping this day would never come. Their control is slipping, and your power is rising. You may feel emotional as you read this, because your soul has waited lifetimes for this unlocking. You are not crazy for feeling left out, it was intentional sabotage. But this is divine reversal. There will be an invitation soon, don't ignore it. It might be disguised as a small meeting or a casual gathering. But inside it lies the moment of truth. Type Amen to get blessing 818. One woman is crying right now because she knows her time of covering the truth is over. She's not just afraid of exposure, she's afraid you'll forgive her too easily, and that will make her guilt unbearable. Heaven will handle her. The unlocking of this doesn't just mean gain, it means release. Release from spiritual bondage you didn't even know you were tied to. The pain you've carried was directly connected to being separated from your rightful place. The person who first signed your name in that will was guided by divine clarity. They loved you, prayed for you, and protected your name in their final breath. Even if others forgot you, they never did. A large white envelope with handwriting you'll recognize is going to show up soon. Don't fear it. Inside it is not pain, it is revelation and restoration. Type Amen to get blessing 535. The ones who replaced your name in conversations are now facing divine confrontation. Confrontation. They thought they could rewrite your destiny by withholding information. But what God has written cannot be edited by the hands of envy. Archangel Michael says, be still, but be ready. Your world is about to shift rapidly in the days ahead. The truth cannot be delayed any further. A financial advisor will say your name soon. He might not even know the full weight of what he's holding, but you do. Because deep down, your spirit has always known this moment would arrive. A man who once laughed at your pain will soon watch you rise into what he tried to suppress. That's why this message isn't just a message, it's a decree. A divine unfolding that no force can stop. Type Amen to get blessing 121. There's a meeting being planned behind closed doors, and you are the reason. Your presence will be requested soon, and your answer must be yes. The table is being set with your seat finally restored. One signature is all that is needed now. And it's coming, not from you, but from a source that has been divinely prepared to validate what heaven already affirmed. This is your moment of unlocking. The key was spiritual before it was legal. That's why prayers were whispered in the dark, and tears were buried in pillows for years. But the heavens heard it all. Everything you lost is about to echo back into your life in waves of favor. The people who shut the doors on you will now witness every window opening. It won't be quiet, it will be a divine announcement. Type Amen to get blessing 606. There will be a public acknowledgement soon. Even those who don't like you will have to agree it was always yours. And not even their bitterness will be able to deny the evidence. Someone in your bloodline was made to feel like you weren't worthy of inheritance. But the spirit world disagrees. That's why this message is not optional, it's confirmation. The spiritual chains are being snapped. What was once out of reach is now entering your hands. This moment will leave you breathless in gratitude. Prepare now, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. The unlocking will happen in phases, but the beginning is today. Don't delay your readiness. Type Amen to get blessing 244. A document, an envelope, and a name, they are coming together now in perfect alignment. And your name is the one glowing from the center. Even the angels are rejoicing. Archangel Michael says, "Heaven fought battles you never saw to get this to you." Do not think this was random. It was a carefully protected blessing, wrapped in silence until now. Someone may try to reach out with manipulation, now that they know the will is no longer hidden. Ignore their sweet words. What they did cannot be erased by apology. This will is not just about property, it's about breaking a generational curse. You are the chain breaker. That's why this moment feels so sacred. Type Amen to get blessing 888. And finally, don't be afraid when things begin to accelerate quickly. It's not chaos. It's alignment. Everything that was delayed is rushing back in with divine speed. Let your soul rest now. What was taken is returning. What was stolen is being restored. What was hidden is being revealed. Your name is being spoken in high places. Your truth is being unlocked in legal places. And your inheritance is coming back into divine possession. This is your unlocking. This is your name rising. This is the will, finally, in your favor. Type Amen to get blessing 777. As the hidden will gets passed from one office to another, the tension in the spiritual realm increases. Some people who never expected your name to reappear are now living in fear. Their entire confidence was built on your absence, but now, your name is rising like a flame that cannot be put out. There will be resistance, but it will not prosper. You may hear murmurs or see certain faces turn cold, but that is only confirmation that your time has come. What they thought was buried is now breathing life again, because destiny cannot be destroyed. Heaven is aligning the next 72 hours for something unexpected. A call, a letter, or a sudden notification is going to unlock the final gate. You may not even realize it's the beginning, but you will feel it deep in your chest. One of the most powerful names in the legal chain is now taking interest in your case. They don't fully understand why, but they feel a pull to help you, guide you, and reveal the truth to the world. Divine interference is no longer silent, it's loud and commanding. Type Amen to get blessing 144. There will be an apology, but not the one you expected. It will come in the form of access, not words. Those who blocked you will now have to release the very keys they held to suppress your name. Some of the people who once celebrated your delay will now act as if they always supported you. Stay gracious but remain aware. You are not required to forget, only to rise. A specific location is about to repeat in your life, a street, a city, a home. And when it returns, you'll feel the power surge through your bones. That place holds memory, and now it holds restoration. A phone call is coming, and it will feel like a whisper from heaven. The voice may be unknown to you, but the message will feel as if your soul already knew it. This call will mark the official unlocking of everything tied to that will. Type Amen to get blessing 515. Archangel Michael says, they thought this story ended years ago, but you are the continuation they could not erase. Even when others threw away your photo, heaven engraved your name in sacred places. Your presence is now undeniable. There are 3 people connected to this moment, one in denial, one in fear, and one in awe. The one in awe is the vessel heaven will use to open the gates for you. Trust the process, and do not chase anyone who was part of your erasure. You will see paperwork with your name soon, and when you do, take a moment and close your eyes. Feel the restoration. Let the tears flow if they must. Because this moment was built from every time you were overlooked. The blessing is not small. It's not something you can quietly carry. This is a life-changing restoration, meant to reverse years of silence, shame, and struggle. The heavens have declared it unstoppable. Type Amen to get blessing 388. When the lawyer calls your name, they will feel the divine pressure. It will feel heavier than usual, because it carries years of blocked justice. Your name will not be a whisper, it will echo. There's a storage box involved in this story. It holds old documents, photographs, and something that proves your place in the inheritance line. It's about to be opened, and with it, so is your path. One woman is crying now in her home, not because she wants to hurt you anymore, but because she realizes her control is gone. Her manipulations are exposed. She no longer holds the keys. Let your heart be still now. Even though you walked through long years of confusion, nothing was wasted. Every tear became part of the ink that marked your name in divine archives. Type Amen to get blessing 929. This isn't just about money, it's about calling. The will is connected to purpose. The enemy tried to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, your peace and your purpose, but heaven preserved both. The man who helped write the will was warned in a dream not to exclude you. That dream stayed with him until the day he passed. And now, that same dream is moving the hearts of those who will carry out his instructions. Watch for the next 11 days. They hold transitions, revelations, and unexpected alignments. Something you never applied for may be handed to you. Something you thought was over will reopen. The will has your name, yes, but it also contains your next mission. What you do with the restoration will decide what portals open next. You are not just being handed back your portion, you're being handed authority. Type Amen to get blessing 202. The power dynamics around you are shifting. Those who once silenced you are now seeking legal advice, trying to prevent the full truth from coming out. But they are too late. The paper is no longer hidden, it is activated. A quiet celebration will erupt in the unseen realm. Angels who stood by you, weeping with you in your nights of confusion, are now rejoicing. You are about to walk into what they always knew you would become. There will be symbols along the way. A feather, a coin, a person wearing a certain color, these are not coincidences. These are heaven's way of whispering, keep going, you're almost at the gate. Archangel Michael says, don't argue with those who still try to talk you down. They are irrelevant in this moment. Their power was tied to your silence, and your silence has now ended. Type Amen to get blessing 303. You are not the same person who was once overlooked. You carry wisdom now. You carry divine fire. You carry memory. And now, you carry victory. Let no one distract you from this unlocking. Not a phone call. Not a fake friend, not an old distraction. Focus. Because this is the threshold of your greater season. The unlocking is beginning not just in law, but in spirit. Documents, relationships, doors, portals, all aligning because your name must rise. It is time. What happens next may shock you, but it will not scare you. You are ready now. And heaven has declared, nothing missing, nothing broken, everything restored. Type Amen to get blessing 414. This message found you for a reason. Not by accident. Not by luck. But by design. You were meant to see this today. When the will is read, the room will fall silent. The moment your name is called, something in the air will shift. You will feel the divine roar in your spirit. What is coming is undeniable. The spiritual storm that blocked your blessing is now over. The sky is clearing for your season. There will be evidence. Hard proof. Signatures, recordings, voices, everything the enemy tried to delete is now being resurrected for your justice. Type Amen to get blessing 646. Do not worry if it happens suddenly. Some miracles don't ask permission to arrive. They simply show up when heaven says it's time. You were not forgotten. You were being positioned. Hidden not because you were weak, but because you were sacred. Your name in that hidden will is now being spoken in courts, meetings, and dreams. Your ancestors are watching. The heavens are smiling. Your time is finally here. Walk boldly into this new chapter. Not with fear, but with assurance. The will is not hidden anymore. It is unlocked. And so are you. Type Amen to get blessing 777. The unlocking of this hidden will is more than a legal shift, it's a spiritual thunder that is echoing into your destiny. Every room that once closed in your face will now be forced to open wide without resistance. The divine court has ruled, and you are no longer the forgotten name. They must acknowledge what was denied. Someone is now preparing to reach out to you with trembling hands. They may not say much, but their presence is a confirmation of everything written here. Their involvement in hiding your inheritance haunts them day and night, and now, their silence will turn into a forced confession. A safe deposit box holds more than jewels or documents, it holds spiritual proof. There is a handwritten note tucked inside that proves someone fought for you even when you were absent. You will see it with your own eyes, and it will change the way you see your entire history. There's an older man who remembers the truth, but fear made him silent. Now, he feels the urgency to release what he knows before time runs out. He will call soon, or someone will visit in his place, carrying documents wrapped in old cloth, evidence preserved by angels. Type Amen to get blessing 808. This moment was written in the stars long ago. You are not receiving this because of luck, you're receiving this because heaven tracked every injustice and saved the perfect time to repay. The unlocking was delayed, not denied, and now, the full force of justice is being carried toward you. There are people who built their status on your stolen promise. But now their towers are shaking. Their favor will fall, their lies will leak, and you will rise. Your face will soon be known in places where they once tried to erase you. What was once called a coincidence will be revealed as a prophecy. Every detail is connected, nothing is random anymore. Prepare for an encounter that feels like a flashback. Someone will repeat a phrase or mention a location from your past. That's your sign, the loop is closing, the delay is ending. Type Amen to get blessing 595. Archangel Michael says, this is the season where everything hidden in silence becomes your testimony. They never thought the truth would catch up to them, but truth always walks with divine patience. You have waited long enough. When the envelope is opened and the will is fully exposed, there will be trembling among those who opposed you. Because what they buried was sacred. And now, sacred is rising again. You were once the outsider, but now you are the rightful inheritor. Not only of physical things but of spiritual thrones. Heaven is not just giving you back what was stolen, it's multiplying it. A sealed box with an emblem on the front is about to be discovered. The box contains 2 photographs and a handwritten letter meant only for your eyes. You'll understand everything once you hold it. Type Amen to get blessing 373. Do not be surprised when your name is suddenly in rooms you never entered. Someone is advocating for you behind the scenes. You're being discussed not for scandal, but for elevation. The same document that carries your name also contains a list of names who betrayed you. But instead of revenge, heaven is offering you restoration. Let the truth speak louder than anger. A place connected to your childhood will soon reappear. You may be drawn to visit it or see it online by accident. This is no accident. That place holds spiritual roots tied to your inheritance. Someone once said, they'll never know. But now, the heavens are saying, they must know. That is the shift happening now. Type Amen to get blessing 919. There will be a sudden need to sign your name on something official. It may feel intimidating, but don't hesitate. It's a divine transaction that finalizes what was promised to you. Your dreams will become clearer in the coming nights. You may see unfamiliar people or forgotten faces. Those dreams are maps. Watch them, write them down. The hidden will had to be delayed because if it came too early, the wrong hands would have twisted it. Now, the timing is right. You are stronger, wiser, and protected. The person who knew about this inheritance all along is now deeply regretful. They will try to apologize indirectly. Through gifts, messages, or mutual connections. But you don't need their apology, you already have heaven's validation. Type Amen to blessing 232. The place where the will was hidden had spiritual protection around it. That's why no one could destroy it, even when they tried. Angels stood guard. There's a court date being set in your favor, spiritually and legally. Something was supposed to go another direction, but it's being rerouted toward you. Documents are being rewritten because of it. Watch the post. Watch your inbox. Watch unexpected messages. The unlocking is being delivered not just in one way, but in multiple waves. When you receive the final confirmation, take a deep breath. Let the tears fall if they must. Because the heaviness you've carried for years will finally break. Type Amen to get blessing 484. A person once seen as your rival will now have to watch you be honored. Not out of spite, but as a lesson that what's meant for you will always return. Even if delayed. Even if hidden. There will be sudden clarity, a memory will return that connects to the hidden will. Perhaps something someone once said in passing. It will all make sense now. One woman knew all along. She kept smiling, kept pretending, but in her heart, she feared this moment. She may try to reach out in kindness, but her motive is guilt, not love. Your reward is not revenge, it's recognition. It's the restoration of your name, your right, your truth. You don't need to prove anything now. The truth is already marching forward. Type Amen to get blessing 757. Archangel Michael says, it was never about the money, it was always about the name. Your name carries legacy, power, and divine ownership. That's why the enemy tried so hard to erase it. You've been dreaming of walking into a place and feeling like you belong. That moment is coming. The will didn't just restore your ownership, it restored your placement. The enemy wanted you broken, questioning, doubting. But you are standing, knowing, and rising. Nothing can undo what heaven has already confirmed. The keys are coming. The documents are surfacing. The names are being revealed. And your portion is being delivered. Type Amen to get blessing 919. This is your time. This is your inheritance. This is your proof. Let no one make you feel undeserving. Let no one distract you. Stand tall now. Speak softly. Walk confidently. Because the tables are turning and your seat is finally prepared. Your name is blessed. Your hands are ready. Your spirit has been prepared for this exact moment. Nothing is missing anymore. Your name was on the hidden will. Now it's on heaven's announcement. The inheritance is no longer delayed. It is unlocked. Type Amen to get blessing 1000.